right on my Jewish Irish nose.
Oh boy.
What do you mean? It's like the best blocker ever. That's true. The bigger your nose is, you can take a punch better.
Really?
I am proof of that.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's your first defense.
Yeah, but can it break easier? Like
yeah, but whatever. Then you have
but you gotta stop the fight after a broken nose.
No, don't fuck
no.
People fucking spar with broken noses. They don't give a shit.
Ouch.
At my first gym, I remember my guy. Oh my God, Joe, savage of savages, bro. I remember his nose broke, and he went like this, and he just crankled it. Like it was like a little bit this way, and he just ripped it out like that. And I heard the crunch, and I go, "Is your nose broken?" And I was still like new to this. He goes, "Yeah," and I was like, "Dude, are you good?" He goes, "Nah, it's always been like that." And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I go, what do you mean? What are you talking about?" He goes, "I talked some shit in Philly." That's all he said. He goes, "I talked some shit in Philly once, something like that." And I go, "Oh, okay, Joe.
That's right.
Okay, bro. People,
man.
hey,
you don't want to talk shit in Philly.
People's noses are literally at like a 90-degree angle the wrong way, and the doctor just goes like, "You good?" Wait, the only reason they could stop it, when your nose is fucked, right? When your nose is broken, this is a tip for anybody, because it can happen anywhere. If you're in the woods, you can potentially die if this happens, if the blood's bad. But if your nose is completely broken, no air is coming in, no air is coming out, do not blow in that. If you do that, it'll fill up in like under your skin and your eyes and shit. You'll look like you ate shellfish when you shouldn't have. The air comes in. If your nose is ever shattered, do not breathe through that thing.
It goes through like the air will try to find a way out, and it'll go
in here, your eye,
under your eyelid,
your whole face. Your eye will blow up like in a second. Like you've never seen anything like this.
Oh shit!
I can show you a video of it.
Oh my God!
I should have had this on, but no, that's the thing. If you don't do that, you're good, but you're breathing through your mouth.
Yeah.
So if it happens early, that's really not good.
You have to make sure you're breathing through your mouth, not your nose.
Yeah, but you really don't want to be breathing through. No, every like Cowboy Cerrone one time, he was going against Tony Ferguson.
Yeah.
And this is when Ferguson was still on his run and scary. Like Tony broke Cowboy's nose in the second round. They're going in for the third. Mm-hmm. And Cowboy went to blow the blood out like a snot rocket.
Yeah.
Which, again, that's a common thing. What you do is, because you got gloves on, when you get punched, like, your body, like when you're in that stress response and shit like that, when you're in the zone, like you everything goes. Like mucus will go up too. Yeah. Every time you go back or when the match is over, whatever, like I snot rocket myself too. Because I want to be, because I think I breathe through my nose as long as I can. As long as I possibly can. Especially
throughout the whole fight.
Yeah, if you're getting punched, if someone's throwing punches too, your jaw doesn't have to be tight the whole time. But if you take a punch, like taking a deep breath, like, but like that is not that's a bad shot to take.
Yeah,
bad shot to take. So, and that's when you start to get tired, man. That's the thing with your nose. There's some science to it. The longer you breathe, there's some gases or something that gets released. Whatever. It's true though. It really is true. But anyways, like. Once it's shattered, some people get it broken and they can breathe through one.
Yeah.
And some people get it broken, they can breathe through both.
What happened to Cowboy Cerrone?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I went off.
Said, like,
he blew the snot rocket, and he turned around from doing it, and you saw his eye was shut. It was shut. And he goes like this. He goes, "Oh no!" And you see him poking, and his fingers going in it like it's a fucking like.
This was during like a UFC.
Fight? And they called it off. They called it off because he did the snot rocket. If he didn't do that, he would have been good. And he was even like, "My bad, like I should have known."
Yeah.
But, yeah. Dude,
so he like basically disqualified himself just by doing that.
Yeah, by accident, yeah. And you saw it come out too. Some blood did come out. That's the thing. There was flow enough where he got like a little bit out, but then he was fucked.
Was he actually, was he even winning that fight?
It was a great fight.
So
the first round was sick.
Was there a chance for him to...
Well, dude, this is
like that's
Tony.
that's a big cost if that was a UFC like what UFC was that? Was that UFC 1 something?
It was like I think it was one. No. I think it was. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here. This must have been like UFC like. I'm gonna go with 240.
Oh man, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I hope I'm right.
Tony Ferguson?
Tony Ferguson versus Cowboy Cerrone.
Oh, Tony Ferguson won, but wait, it says. Wait, no, that was the most recent one. That
If
was
you click his page,
that was 238. Was there?
Wait, that was 238. Him versus Ferguson?
Yeah, 238.
No way. I said two. Did you hear me?
What would you say?
I said 237. 237.
Oh, so it was recent then.
No. We just had UFC like
279
recently.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
But you just looked up the one that was I don't know 2020. I don't know.
Wait, but it says that Tony Ferguson won by KO.
TKO.
TKO.
Yeah, that if you come back off, he came back off the stool.
Yeah.
Tony Ferguson broke the nose, and he puffed it up, but it was because Tony broke his nose. So you came off the stool, and you just made his injury worse. No one would ever do it, but it's the equivalent to if I had a cut here, and I went to swat a fly and like cut it more, and then the ref, and then it came into like my eye or something, and the ref had to stop it.
Oh my god.
Like so. That's why it was such a like, oh man, like the crowd was pretty pissed. But
wait, Ferguson versus Cerrone, best moments. I'm like watching the video now.
Well,
I wish that we can get like a camera on like a
we'll have
TV.
that because dude, that fight I can describe. First round, back and forth, great round. They're both dogs. They both brawl, but they both kind of start slow. You know, they both, but they were like hitting each other. Great fight. Second round, good fight, and then Tony started coming on in that second round. Towards the end of it. Tony started coming on, dude, and everyone was like, holy shit, this is sick. But Cowboy is a fucking dog, man. It didn't look good for him.
Yeah.
It didn't look good for him, but it's fucking MMA.
Oh, Tony Ferguson hit him late in that.
You know what? That's the thing. Everyone thought it was because of that punch.
Oh.
But it wasn't. They slowed it down, and it wasn't.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the blow up.
Yeah. Look at him poking it, and it's like he's poking like fucking fondue or some shit.
I might have to post like a clip of my reaction to this.
Well, and that's the thing. You know what? When someone breaks their nose, they get two black eyes because that's where the blood goes. So if the blood is if you break it at that moment and you put any pressure there, the blood was gonna go there anyways. But you just pumped it in like you're pumping gas.
Know what? It might have been that punch.
They slowed it down. I think it was proven.
It wasn't?
That it wasn't, but I don't know.
I
have no idea. Even if it was the punch, he blew his nose. You know what I mean? So if he didn't throw that punch, he was still gonna do a snot rocket.
That's gotta be like his second to last fight or something, or what? It's gotta be one of his last fight, like one of his.
Cowboy.
Fights. Yeah.
Yo, this Cowboy went on one last tear.
Yeah.
This was like the end of his one last tear. Like when he came into this fight, he was a dog. He was on a win streak. He was. It was surreal to watch. Like Cowboy Brendan, one of my favorite things I've ever seen.
Oh, I'm like watching it in slow.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, don't even. He just elbowed. Like it was an elbow. I think. I think he shattered it. But like, Cowboy's nose has been broken so much too.
Yeah.
That happened. Cowboy on this streak, dude. I remember Cowboy would take any fight, anywhere, anytime.
Yeah,
literally.
Isn't he recorded like the most fights? Doesn't he have the most fights?
Most fights. I think he has the most fights in a year too. He fought like 5 times in the UFC in a year. And like under contract, you're only really technically supposed to fight 4 times.
Yeah.
But I think he like wanted to save a fight.
Yeah.
So in the UFC, 5 fights in a year. That's like crazy, man. But he's on this streak. And he took a fight, and it was the worst fight like you could take. It was against this kid, Alexander the Great. And he was like a young, hungry kid that was knocking people out, and it was like the worst fight. Like it looked like an execution, but I was like, "Fuck it, my boy Cowboy, ride or die."
Yeah.
And I remember watching the fight, literally being like so down, like, "This is like the worst matchup ever. Like this is so bad." First round, looked at whatever, and then Cowboy got him with some clean shots, and it was like, "Oh my god, what is happening, dude?" By the second round, Cowboy, this kid. You know it's bad when they get the cuts here.
Alexander Hernandez?
Yeah. Alexander the Great Hernandez, yeah. He's that white kid. Looks like he could be a vlogger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Says Donald Cerrone humbles Alexander Hernandez.
Dude, Brendan.
He humbled him?
When in fights, there's things you look for when it's going bad.
Yeah.
When someone has cuts here on their cheekbone, when they get the cuts here and here, from just taking like clean shots to the dome.
Yeah.
Like if you're getting these cuts, and they were on both sides. He head kicked him so clean, dude. Like that's what happened. He made him duck, and he ducked right into his shin, and then you saw his Bambi legs go, and that was it.
Donald Cerrone is a bad man,
dude.
I've seen like a few of his fights. I haven't seen like most of his fights, but like it sounds like he's a deadly motherfucker.
Look at
Joe Rogan talks highly of him.
You see what Leon Edwards did to Kamaru? That head kick.
Yes. Yeah.
A Cowboy came to the UFC and brought that. Like he was one of the first dudes that was doing that to people. Like everybody, just
boy.
1, 2, like he was like he almost got knocked out one fight. Melvin Gillard in front of his hometown of Colorado, and then dude he kicked him. You saw his shin like reflect off his temple, and it was one of those good ones where he didn't fall over it. You just saw him the record skip, and you knew it was over. He was on his feet, Melvin. He was a tough dude, but you see the thing go wince, and it looked like nothing, and you see him.
Shit.
Just like he took like one wrong step, two wrong step, three, and then Cowboy just went